All right, I left it late to marketing, so I'm probably gonna have to wait before people will show up. But yeah, basically what I
Yeah.
was saying is what I said yesterday, where basically I decided that two people already. Okay, where I decided that that it's the one thing I could do actually is stream this on both my main channel and the Butch, so that way it can actually increase engagement in the moment, and then afterwards unlist the Butter Bunch version, so that then the archive is on the
Oh,
main channel.
all right.
And
Yeah.
so far, that's been alright. Haven't we talked to anyone on the Butter Bunch channel itself yet about that, apart from ArtJoy29? But yeah, we'll see. Because
Yeah.
there was one time when a bunch of people joined. Remember the one I was did but by accident.
Yeah. Tell me when there's enough people on here, and I'll also explain kind of what's going on with me because I haven't. The only place I actually mentioned it was on TikTok so far. I haven't made an Instagram post about it, and I'm pretty sure most of my friends know about it. Like, I know my friend Michaela knows, but everyone else doesn't know about it. Well, my
Michaela?
family and stuff knows.
Michaela Laws? You're friends with Sylvana? I'm kidding.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
No. I don't actually. Have you met her? I don't know. She's one of my real
I
life
met
friends I met in third grade. I'm sure
Oh,
I briefly introduced you to Michaela. She's nice.
I think sometime a year ago, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, I think
not
you.
sure.
Yeah, it's probably been a while.
By the way, speaking of people, Emily is in the chat, but I can't display on screen yet.
Oh.
I can display Stephen Quinn.
Oh.
So, hi to Stephen Quinn. That's
Duh
something.
Hut did it. What does that mean, Jacob?
Actually, I don't know this time.
Dia.
Yeah, no, like normally.
I don't know. Dia hit. I can't read that. Jacob, what do you think it says? Oh, it's Irish for hello. Well,
yes, I
die the hut to you too. I'm ruining the German language. I'm ruining it by speaking it. I ruined French. Okay. Now I'm ruining this.
Here's something a bit easier. Emily says hello.
Oh, hello, Emily.
Okay.
When should I announce it?
Well, after this. So, welcome everyone to MyStreet 5 years later. As promised, I'm streaming this on both channels again, as before. Let me know if you're on the Butter Bunch, if this is something that you're interested in seeing, and then me unlisting, so that then the archive is on the main channel, because we're in two places right now. It's I love Restream. Oh, hold on. We've got a quote from Jakob Victor. I'll get to that in a second, actually, because I know what he wants me to do for that. So, yeah, but before we do that, Aiden has an announcement, actually.
All right. So, I was on an e-bike yesterday, or electric bike, and this happened. So now my wrist is broken. Yeah. So, I've only announced this on my TikTok. If you're not following my TikTok, follow it. But yeah, so yeah, I haven't talked about it on any channel. These kind of happened last night, so I didn't really have time to talk about it anywhere.
I don't think anyone knows what your TikTok is yet, because you haven't really talked about it.
I mean, I always link it with my videos though. Like, it's like my Instagram. Like, I don't go, hey, I have TikTok and Instagram. I go, they're always at the bottom of my descriptions of each video I do.
All right.
So
fine.
yeah.
Well, in that case, if you're on the Butter Bunch, go into any of the Hatterful Boyfriend videos or the Full Metal Alchemist review that we did, the abridged review. And if let's do.
You should live stream with that Dragon Ball abridged quote in Lost Street in the law. What?
Oh no, he's saying a live stream without a Dragon Ball abridged quote is a lost stream to me, and this is the quote. So let's see. Let me do my best. Let me do my best imperfect sell.
Sandman, bring me a dream. Make it the cutest that I've ever seen. Give it 2 lips like roses and clover. Then tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Hello, friend.
There we go.
Yes.
All right. That will make no sense to you because I haven't caught you up on Dragon Ball Z Abridged yet.
You know what? Maybe wait. How many? When is Dragon Ball Z Abridged anniversary happening?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a good question. I'm not sure. I mean,
maybe
probably...
during like a special day we could do a stream on the Butter Bunch and maybe do the whole double stream, but this time unlist it on your channel and put it and leave it on the Butter Bunch, and we could do a stream kind of like Aphmau 5 years later where we just watch some older Dragon Ball Z Abridged or even some of the newer ones if you want.
Maybe considering it's a Dragon Ball thing, might be a Butter Bunch exclusive. I'm not sure because because we reacted the first episode during our first Reactathon. I just yet to split the parts into a separate video.
Yeah. Random fact: Savak people called Savs slave. I don't know. I can't speak. You read
Slabs
it.
Is because they were so commonly used as slaves. That is because of their name. Okay. All right. Random fact. Very, very well. We consider ourselves educated. And now let us educate ourselves on some Aphmau. Absolutely. So
Listen.
We have Aaron and Aphmau alone.
Oh. Ooh. Oh, man. I wonder if they're going to get Alina yet. Ooh.
Could you imagine Alina?
Yeah.
Just so quickly. It just turns out that Aphmau was pregnant for all of season 3 and 4.
To be fair, we do in MyStreet as a series, we do have what was her Malachi and Levin. So, I mean, granted, they're not her kids in this version timeline. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's a version of Alina somewhere. Who knows? Ooh.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sure there's a theory about that I can possibly make. Who knows? Actually, that's me evidence. And yes, you can stream on 2 channels at once.
Yeah, that's what Jacob's doing.
On Restream, you can edit destinations, so you can go to 2 different places.
Yeah.
That's why you see
a random fact about me. I started watching isekai animes because of my friend. Oh, and you watch it. I thought you were talking about genre.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Inuyasha.
Inuyasha's a name. Yeah.
Yeah, I got confused.
I haven't
again. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes what you'll do, Aid, is that you'll read a word, you'll see it's complicated, then just like fill in what you think the rest of the word is going to be to keep up.
Yeah, listen, that's how brain works.
I mean, it works some of the time, but not most of it. Anyway, let's actually crack on with the video. So without further ado, review.
On with the. Yeah, you do that dance, Gareth.
Oh, Aphmau, I'm so flattered you decided to take hula lessons from me, even though they were providing professional.
You can't shake them hips. They're blocky.
Well.
Oh, hello, Diamond Light.
They were so understaffed.
What up?
Hello. They were so understaffed on the actual on the actual island. Well, not actually. There's so little demand because there's so few students that some people had to sign up just to have Gareth be able to take lessons in the first place. But yet they're still offering them on this cruise where there are even less people.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Do they even offer like hula lessons on cruise ships?
Who needs
like I've been on a few
lessons?
cruises in my life.
You're passionate about this. I'm sure you're a great instructor.
Oh, thanks, Aphmau. You know, I was thinking about opening up a hula dance studio back home, since I'll be looking for a job and all.
Really? Well,
I hope he's going to do that. I hope he does that.
Yeah, it's so weird because keep in mind, like, this was early made when they were finalizing lots of plans for season 3, I'm guessing. and yet that goes nowhere. You know?
I don't know. I mean, well, I don't know exactly when they planned what's going forward, because on one hand, I feel like half of this is pre-planned and half of it is made up as they go along. It's an interesting
Yeah. Story, yeah, do not, in my opinion, I don't know. I like to plan out way in advance, or at least know the vague ideas I want to do in a story, in a season, you know? Like, yeah, Jacob's seen the way I write. I plan out pretty much the whole storyline.
Perspective. Well, yeah. Oh yeah.
I know.
So what I have to do from my perspective is I'll have the first few episodes. The first few episodes of everything that I do tend to always be very chaotic, except for the improv stuff. Then it's all chaotic. But the written stuff tends to be a little bit just like having a feel for what I want the characters to be, what the story is going to go forward. A few plans as towards like a middle portion, because I've got the beginning and the end in mind, and then after a while, because it ends up being the case that I write in advance a lot anyway, especially if Aiden's there.
We wrote a whole season in advance, so we got a whole season in a movie in advance.
And suddenly, then that happens, and suddenly, because of all the foundation that's already goal is just not ending, because so much of a foundation.
Yeah, as we all know, the Mutant Girl lasts forever, like MyStreet should have, but it didn't.
Yeah.
I'm sad about that.
Season 7, anyone?
I'm so excited!
Maybe I should just stop the Mutant Girl and make it on the Butter Bunch. Why not?
No!
Wow. What? It's only that the most consistently viewed thing on my main channel. Why not just move it over?
Yeah. Oh, maybe this is my calling. Okay, now, before we begin, you need to feel the swaying of the ocean beneath your feet.
So, you slept on the deck couch last night?
Yep. Didn't want to make Caitlin upset.
Season 90, episode 18. Yes, that's how long the Mutant Girl's going to go. Season 90, episode... Yeah. Yeah,
you know,
like...
I don't know what's left. I don't know what's more daunting, the prospect of there being 90 seasons, or the prospect of there being a season with 18 episodes in it.
Well,
yeah, 18 episodes wouldn't be that bad.
She is my best friend. Huh? I said, so is...
I said, foreshadowing to my future
instructor?
arc. I mean, what?
Close. They foreshadowing to your future arc, so I think...
Yeah, see, he literally said, because she is my best friend. Wow, it's almost like it's foreshadowing.
I mean, it's foreshadowing, but it's also building on something else, because, I mean, there was already that kind of sense that was going on.
Yeah, I don't know why, because this Minecraft video started to remember Minecraft video of cops and robbers, or cops and robbers are trying to run... okay.
But I like goodness killed because
yeah,
of fish.
agreed. Diamond Light just needs to make a season 7.
Yeah, well, to be fair to Jakob Victor, actually, pretty sure that Aphmau has done cops and robbers videos that are probably that chaotic in the past, but that's probably like the 2014 era of her.
Oh wait, I remember. She did a cops and robbers video where everyone was on drugs. They had a drug mod. I remember that. Anyways, YouTube, do not take down this video.
I was watching Skyder's Minecraft at that time, and I watched his perspective when it came out. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Switched Legion says yes, exactly. Anyway, yeah.
I'm not sure. Dante and I took lessons with him a few times. Never took lessons from Garth, though.
Huh. Then let me rephrase that. Is Gareth a good hula dancer?
Feel the wave.
He's so thick, when his hips move, the world shakes.
You can get without having to manipulate the models, so fair to Gareth, actually.
Wait, couldn't you do dancing, though? Because dancing kind of has the character sway like, whoa, whoa. Like, kind of like this.
Girl, do these hips lie?
It's just... we're already on waves on a ship, and I'm really feeling it in my stomach.
Hello.
Good. Just keep going with it until you feel it erupt with passion.
All right, Jacob. Is that how you say his name?
I think it's Jakob.
Jakob. Hula dancers are basically people who kind of like sway their hips back and forth and like wave their hands. They're like, woo, wait, woo. I can't really wave with my hand. My
it's
other
a type
hand,
of dance that it's a type of dance that consists partly of that. It's usually done on tropical islands, yes.
Yeah. And hello, Ghost Kitty. How are you doing?
Volcano.
Okay.
I'll take that as a maybe.
So, how did you enjoy the vacation?
It was good. I relaxed as much as I
think we're probably getting... Okay, wait,
Huh?
I have messed up. I've messed up one thing. I think... Wait, actually, no. I was going to say, like, I'm getting echo from the video, but I muted the other tab I have open with Restream, so I'm wondering if it's just coming now from both sides. I'm not sure.
Did you mute it on the other thing, like the actual mic on the other screen, rather than tab?
Because I have this other, I have this other account here that I just have on mute, but yeah, I don't like that.
I don't hear any
that
echo.
Page itself is gone. I'm not sure it's coming from. Well,
Random
it's not now in the
fact.
video.
Drums existence saved the Dragon Ball multiverse. Oh. Is Drums a person, or is that or are we talking about the actual object?
No, Drum is a Namekian, one of the sons of King Piccolo, because all the Namekians are named after musical instruments, which is why I chose the name Guzhang, because that's a Chinese instrument. So yeah, embracing the name puns of Toriyama right there.
Yeet.
But yeah, I've got to look back at that, because I mean, because the next what if I'm doing, I've said this before, it's what if Chi-Chi trained like Goku, which basically Chi-Chi was introduced like all the way back in episode 7 of Dragon Ball. So I've got like something episodes to play over the original series, which means
I'm confused why they never actually made Chi-Chi a Z fighter though. I'm confused why they never decided to do that. I thought that would have been a no-brainer for a character.
Because Toriyama didn't like her and didn't know what to do with her character.
Then why did she have Chi-Chi marry Goku? What?
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
I don't like her, but married a main protagonist. Like, geez, okay.
Okay, I think part of it was to do with the fact that it's a surprise that she like reappeared again, because it was all about like the journey coming together in that tournament, basically, like all of the characters' histories combined, and then suddenly like having the idea of like this character that goes on an epic journey and then returns to marry the girl in the first village or that kind of thing, but of course making it a funny gag spin on the idea, and also because Torian wanted to punish himself and see if he could find a way of writing for her, and just didn't. So yeah.
Oh, fun. Anyways, I'm not there yet. What is the episode about? It's the season 2 finale where Aphmau, Aaron, and basically the MyStreet gang are all on the cruise going back to their normal lives, and Aaron wants to ask Aphmau. Oh wait, was it revealed what he wants to ask her? Or was that
yes, he talked about that in the last episode.
Basically, he wants to ask Aphmau to move in with him, and basically that's the main crux of this finale. And then another thing that was set up in the last few episodes was that Travis was done with Caitlyn's BS, and like kudos to Travis. He actually stands up for himself. Like, my goodness. Like, again, he's come a long way. It's interesting that, I mean, as much as I've harped on that particular arc between them, I don't mind the characters fighting if it's for a justified reason. I don't mind Travis actually standing up for himself for once and actually
they're actually taking things seriously. That all makes sense. It's just
Yeah. Anyways, let's keep going.
as long as it's handled properly.
Son at all costs. What about yours?
It's gone great. I've gotten even closer with Aphmau, and this was our first summer together.
I hate how Aphmau and Aaron weren't focused on this season. I don't care if that's a criticism of the main series going forward. I find it cute getting focused on them. I don't care if it's a criticism. I would have liked more Aphmau and Aaron development this season. They felt underutilized in this whole season. You know? Aphmau had one arc and honestly, she was barely around. Or barely focused on.
Honestly, I think that's actually... I don't think the criticism came from just here. I think that was moving forward. It suddenly became, oh, there's so much of Aphmau and Aaron now, and all these other people have just been pushed to the side. Whereas before, it was the opposite of what you were saying, that, you know, you wanted more of Aphmau and Aaron. So I think maybe that's part of the balance difference that never quite got there in the separating Aaron were there.
Yeah.
Not sure. There was such potential for that, and then someone went and made a gotcha about the situation and completely ignored all. We'll talk about that in a review sometime.
Wait, it means we're getting closer to Emerald Secret. That means he's gonna be there. Listen. Emerald Secret isn't for a while. We have all of Season 3 and all of Season 3.5. Don't worry, we have a while.
Yeah, Emerald Secret will be... Emerald Secret's going to be like next year or something. And, okay, and Zayta needs to be signed up on... Well, it was. That's the thing.
It was in Season 5 it was expanded upon. And even in Season 3, actually. It was a little bit... In Season 3 and Season 5, it was focused on a lot more. I don't know. In Season 2, it was kind of introduced as an idea, but in future seasons, it gets focused on. So don't worry about that.
I'll tell you what, I'll ships in a bit, because there's something else to be talked about there.
Yeah.
Fond of Aphmau back in those days. I had my own idea of friends.
Jean?
Aphmau told you... Never mind, of course she would.
I explained to my
you guys everything, so yes.
Yeah. I said so. I don't know how really, but yeah. I explained to my friend Waffle like this. People is so angry to a point where he fights like Big Ape, and I have laugh attack.
Okay.
I'm confused. What's being referenced?
Pretty sure the Big Ape is from looking at the moon, not really just anger, but I suppose wild, raging.
The only character I like that came from Emerald Secret is Ghost and Tatiana. I mean, I like that. What do you mean? Oh, do you mean like came out of that series, like the new ones, or what?
Correct. Yes.
I mean, there weren't that many new characters. Like, in that part, I remember they reintroduced a altered version of what was the guard from Season 3 of Diaries?
Oh, Leo Shant.
Yes. Like Leo Shant was in that. And I do appreciate inclusion of Leo Shant, you know. I do appreciate that, but that was really all they brought over into new character-wise. There wasn't that many radically new characters. I mean, Ian kind of. I don't know if you would consider Ian. You could consider. I mean, he was technically introduced in Phoenix Job High Season 2, but I mean, he was. Did he first make appearance technically?
He had a lot of appearances. He had a lot of appearances already in season 2.
Oh, like did he already appear by that point? By the time he like got hinted at in there, like we saw him in the mask.
By the time of the reveal of episode 16 or something, or like episode.
No,
what was it?
I mean, I'm not saying the time he got revealed, but I'm saying the masked version of Ian we saw for the first part of that season.
Oh right, yeah. Who cares about that? No, but yeah.
Wow.
The other character you could kind of count is Kim. Like, yes, she appears slightly before that, but she takes center stage during season 4, so it's almost like I would count her. I feel like she's the standout from season 4.
Honestly, I do like Tatiana. I just feel like I don't know how I feel like it. I feel like Tatiana's arc happened, or wait, is it Tiana? I keep calling her. Yes, Tiana. I keep calling her Tatiana, but yeah, Tiana. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about, like, I get why she was introduced, but, you know, she just never appeared again and never got referenced again, even by the characters, and I'm sad about that. I don't care if she's busy with her life and her arc.
Well, yes, she's busy, but also she lives on the other side of the world and is the alpha of her own pack now, and was never really that.
But no one ever brought her up again. No one ever brought up how a wolf became a human.
What would they say? What would they say?
I don't care. I want to know. I appreciate references in this house.
Yeah, this is again where a lot of the balance comes from, especially when the pair of us are writing together and we're talking about references. I love references too, but I use them much more sparingly, and I
you do. Jacob, remember when you're saying you're gonna do every reference in the Mutant Girl and you couldn't get past episode 1?
That's true, but it's because I draw from other sources.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I win.
That's what I meant to say. I meant to say callbacks, because on one hand, yes, they do show that the dedication and care that you have to
care about continuity and don't just throw it away, because that's what I hate about a lot of like shows and stuff. Like, they'll never acknowledge
that time when Travis showed up and no one knew who he was.
Anyway.
Yeah. Yay, we stand continuity here. Anyways.
Yeah. And of course, if you're talking about, you know, great continuity and remembering what you're talking about, what have we discovered recently? A certain comment that Jess made that ignored actual events from the series. Yeah,
no, basically Jess said, oh yeah, actually Ian wasn't, the brother was a red herring, apparently. So, and then I literally was like, and Jacob was like, oh, no, we must have misinterpreted that. And I was like, nope, here's the scene. He's like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, it's undeniable. That's what...
The first part of the scene, you think, maybe he's being very, very stupid with his words. But then you look at the second part, it's like, yeah, no, there's no other way of interpreting this. At least right now, anyway. Question we've got. What is our favorite Aphmau ship? Traveling. That's my answer.
Aphmau. I know that's a cliche answer, but it's true, though. Aphmau has to be best ship.
Hey, I mean, it's fine. In the words of BB, ship Aphmau.
Yeah, ship Aphmau.
He's never going to see this video, and I'm glad that he's not.
I love how people made theories that Ghost might be Emmeline from Minecraft Diaries. Oh yeah, and Jacob made a whole theory trying to debunk that. I mean, I believed it, and then looking back at the theory, it makes no sense with the previous continuity, and that is true. But you know, Jacob actually tried debunking it, but then it was like, oh yeah, by the way, it's true. Like, okay.
Yeah, that video for like 2 years or something like that was my second most popular video of all time. So that's what
I bet you still get comments on that video like no, Ghost is Emmeline, it's been confirmed. I bet you get comments on that video all the time about that.
I mean, I read my notifications. There'll be the odd person every now and then that's just like, oh yeah, comes back and thinks that I haven't seen this video, seen the updates to the continuity from a video that I made 3 years ago, but I have, and I told them that I haven't.
Yeah. Oh, also, side note, you know what I love when people do? So, you know how there are people who will go back to older videos and then say something in someone's life changed or something like that, and then they'll comment, oh, just so you know, Ian and Aphmau are brothers. When someone made an Ian Mao video before it was revealed that Ian was evil, and before they were brother and sister, well, supposedly now that's not true anymore. But it's just like, yeah, I know this was made a long time ago. What do you mean?
Yeah,
it's just like, I just hate when people do that. Like, if it's a recent video, that's stuff with criticism when it comes to that. But sometimes you gotta take into account the time frame of when it came out. It's just like
I think the first ever MyStreet theory that I saw, at least the earliest one that I found, was someone talking about the proof that FC is Aaron. Then I saw a bunch of other ones at the same time that were like, oh, who's FC? Who's FC? I pity anyone who got it wrong because they must have had a lot of suffering back in the day.
Yeah.
Because I kind of ship Sylvanex Eric. You know what? They're okay. I mean, they have a history together. They're working stuff out, and they're growing as people. They're all right.
They're a good ship.
As well than Sylvana, but they are okay.
Anyways, Stefan Quinn says potato. Yes. Anyways, let's keep going. Let's actually keep watching this.
Mm-hmm. The connection is really slow. Again, if this cuts out, then just come back later because we'll have the same link and it will still work. Oh, Diamond Light says Zane Chan all the way. I'm not going to put that on screen because it's because I feel like if I do, it will just crash everything. But yeah, fair enough. Like Zane Chan is a close joint second or maybe third with Aphmau for me. But yeah, traveling again. I've talked about this before. And but a lot of the time,
ever since I feel like traveling as a ship, in my opinion, gets way too underplayed. Like even when it is relevant, like in season 2, it was decently focused on, but then in season 5, it was always relegated to a B plot or like the lesser focus. Like there's no episode primarily focused on it. Like look at all thumbnails for season 5. Is Travis or Caitlyn ever a major focus in the thumbnails? No. And that's just a personal pet peeve of mine. Like, come on, man. Come on. Traveling was was supposed to be a major storyline, and it just kind of felt a little bit shortchanged, you know? I mean, not that I don't like
my
this.
One resent towards Zane Chan. My one resent towards Zane Chan is the fact that it took away what could to. But then, you know, they had enough connection as well. Like people complain that they were rushed and forced and everything, but they only complain about that once the series really the series didn't even address that aspect of them and they worked on it. So it was warranted complaints, and obviously again they built on it. I don't know if it was ship Zach X Elizabeth. That's too obvious because it's almost like, oh yeah, you know, we're gonna have Aphmau's mum and Caitlyn's dad. Might as well have Aphmau's dad and Caitlyn's mum because everyone needs a pet.
It's a little bit weird, a little bit teensy weensy weird, and also
that's my peeves. The main channel people, you're probably the best example of my complaints about that would be the Raina X Peach ship, because it's like, oh well, just pair off the only people that you know aren't in another ship than the main cast. You know, because that's how life ties up in just like a neat little bow. And it's always going to be like that. And always going to be happy. And nothing's going to happen because that's definitely how I write. And people watching on the button.
Yeah, we don't talk about that season. We don't.
Romantics.
I'm sad.
I mean, yeah, that. Well, yes, that. But I mean, there's drama in like all the seasons in terms of relationships, actually, especially Moana and Marwick, because like even seasons 1, 2, and 3, they all have different.
Also, I never had a chance to say this to you, but so looking over the scene, I can see where Monet's coming from, how she doesn't feel like it's gaslighting, because I didn't hear Marwick, I didn't hear the way G-Man delivered those lines, but the way it was written, it's written more as gaslighting, in my opinion.
I see. Yeah,
because rather than G-Man felt a lot more sincere about it, you know. So when I actually heard the way he executed the lines, so it's like, oh, that's why Monet didn't view it as bad as I did, because I only read the text version, and I didn't like the text version of that scene.
Yeah,
so you know, it's
definitely going back to what I was saying before. For the people watching on the Butter Buns, the best example of that complaint would be the comments that I get on a lot of the, the Raditz and Nappa videos, actually, where people are like, oh, yeah, well, why don't you pair Raditz off with this person? Or you're going to have Raditz and Launch get together like everyone else does? Or how about Nappa X, this one character that only appeared once in the original Dragon Ball series and never met Nappa to begin with? Or how about Colonel Violet hasn't showed up in the series in a long time? I was like, why? What? Why? I don't know. So yeah, that's where the whole Hopeless Romantics meme came from over there. If well, I mean, no one's forgotten, but Of course. Anyway, questions as well, which I'm not going to put on screen because we'll be here forever. Here's one secret quote. Mine would definitely have to be, "What did you do in the forest, Aaron?" I don't know my favorite. Emerald's Secret quotes. I haven't watched Emerald's Secret as many times as a lot of other people have. In fact, I think
Wait, I got a good quote. Aaron!
I mean, that's fair, although I feel like that'd be one of your least favorites, considering what it represents.
Ian's quote,
okay.
Kill him.
Okay, so Diamond Lights. Diamond Light, remember how I said I'm streaming on 2 different channels? Well, on the other channel, that's a community channel where there's a lot of videos that I particularly do on there concerning Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Whatifery. So it's just something that I actually dabbled in with, and then so I'm going to do some Dragon Ball stuff. I was like, oh yeah, put it on the new channel that I just come up with, like with other people, and then that's where that came from. Kind of evolved its own thing. We'll give him his privacy for a moment, once that's sorted. Okay, let's carry on.
I don't want to talk about that. I'm glad she's giving him a second chance, but he was a real jerk to her.
Are you jelly of him?
Did you get that word from her?
Yes, I find it cute she says jealous like that.
Don't encourage her. And to answer your question, no, I'm not. Why would I be?
Just wondering. I don't know what happened between you all in high school, but Gareth mentioned he kissed her once.
Don't remind me.
Oh right, I thought you were talking about Jean for a second there. I forgot what the topic conversation was. We've been chatting for so long. Oh, and jeez.
Kano's about to erupt, Garth! I'm feeling it! I'm gonna puke!
That's the passion of hula dancing! Embrace it!
Mike!
Oh, Echo's back. I think that means that I can't. If I tap here, does that mean that I won't be able to? Wait, no, that means I won't be able to hear Aiden. That's not good. Okay, well, I'll just have to.
Cupcakes!
Huh? No! Aph, don't puke on the dessert table!
1, 2, 3. I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be
Whew.
How are you feeling?
Better. I don't think Garth should be a hula instructor, though.
What makes you say that?
He's got the moves. I'll give him that. I just think he needs a few lessons in instructing. He was really pushy.
He was just passionate. Maybe you're just having a problem keeping...
Absolutely, because that's another thing. I think it might be the connection issues that's really just causing me to echo. But yes, Faster Car is amazing. I'm just not emphasizing it that much because it's been 5 years now. I've heard it a zillion times.
Keeping up.
Excuse me!
Yeah.
I have the moves too, and I can show you.
Looking before. Don't know why you're so shy now. In fact, yeah, I was going to say, Aphmau, probably should do the moves soon after you've puked everywhere, but okay.
Aph, there was something I wanted to talk to you.
Well, there you two are.
Are you serious? How many more times is this gonna happen?
Jean!
30 minutes more not Aphmau, Aaron. Yeah, sorry about
How are you today?
Doing good, doing good. I'm actually kind of glad I get to spend the last day on this ship with you guys. I really want to get to know you both.
How are you today?
Ready? Geez, no wonder I was aspirated. He's really been trying for longer than I thought.
Hey, big bro! Wanna play volleyball?
Again? We just got done playing, Dante. I need a little rest.
Okay.
So, What are your plans once you guys get back home?
Well, I'm going back to work.
Hey, Murdoch comes in and accidentally does a TFS quote. Oh my. Oh, Aiden's back.
Hey. Yeah. Sorry. My mom works for a school as like a lunch monitor, so she had to set up a Gmail account for the school. So I was just helping her with that real quick. Anyways, I'm back.
Yeah. All right. You didn't miss too much. You just missed Gene interrupting Aaron for the first time, trying to pop a question to Aphmau. Not the question, but a question. We'll just leave it at that.
Oh no, he doesn't do that. He doesn't try to do that till season 5, or technically 4.
No,
technically
it's
halfway through season 3. Darn it! He kind of was playing that for like over a season.
It's just strange, like how much those two seasons mirror each other in certain ways, because you have seasons set in a tropical resort that both end with both end close to when our staff that moves the relationship forward, as well as like other against and stuff that happen and the relationship drop with people.
Yeah.
Here isn't in the best ways because again, season 5 is, I will say this, far better than season 2. I mean, people have seen me, like, again, on the main channel, people have seen me freak out a lot about this kind of stuff. And like season 1 had its dumb moments, and it had episode 28, which was definitely one of the worst. But season 2 was just consistent. Oh God, what is going on?
But, I mean, season 2 honestly was one of the major seasons that were hit or miss. Like for me at least, I can always excuse the first season when it's misses, because the first season you're deciding what you want to do going forward and stuff. So it's a lot more excusable in season 1 saying, oh, these episodes weren't good, or I don't really care how this plot point was executed or something like that, because you're getting your footing, you're establishing what you want to be. The time of season 2 onwards, and then you're constantly having misses or constantly messing up, then I'm like, then it becomes a lot more questionable and less excusable. Like, come on, man, season 2 is a lot easier to do in any series.
Yeah, episode 20 is unquestionable in its 5 years later, obviously, you know, when it's when you've seen how the rest of the series develops and how there are so many ways that invincibility spell could have definitely come in handy.
Yeah, that was so dumb.
Again, you know, yeah, you can't. They're flat out. That's the thing with Aphmau. She goes from like making some good callbacks, or like just progressing the story naturally forward without relying on them, or just flat out denies what came before.
I mean, to be fair, the invincibility spell was a plot point. I feel like that would ruin a lot of tension in the future seasons when it came to characters like Ian or something like that. You know.
Well, see, that's the thing. They would have to write around it, or they'd sooner, actually. In fact, you know what, actually? That would have been a great spell to put on Aaron as a precaution, so that the whole falling down a cliff thing wouldn't rely on literal Deus Ex Machina for him to survive it. And there could be some context clues going forward beforehand. So yeah, that's how I would...
Work and stuff.
Same. It's been a long summer.
You?
Well, I'm actually moving back into town.
You are?
What?
But it was one of the people that came back.
Yeah, I am. Which is why I'd like to hang out more and connect with everyone.
Yeah, too bad Ivy never came back.
Where you guys live.
I'm still salty about that. Come on,
That's
man.
great, Gene. You'll be closer to Dante. You know, he thinks the world of you, right?
Yeah, I know.
Did you ever tell him about how
Also,
you were?
I just want to give a little side note here. So I prefer Aphmau's hair in season 3. I like the way. Yeah, I like the way how you see how it goes down, and then we see that little pixel there. I like the little swoopy look.
Okay.
That we get next season. Because that's one thing you gotta appreciate, the changing of hair in between seasons. I love it. Mutant Girl did it with Morna, and I love it. Mostly because Morna isn't wearing that ugly hair anymore. Because the three ponytails looks ugly. Why?
Okay, honestly, like the change from season 1 hair to season 2 hair also has a symbolic reference to it.
No, it is symbolic, but also
she's actually also figuratively letting her hair down because she's much more confident in herself after everything that happened in season 1.
Yeah. You know, I did quite a few designs for season 2 of Fallen Angels for whenever I get around to making that. So, you know.
Yeah. Again, you planned in advance.
Yeah, and I have altered quite a few of the characters' main hair. Like, there are certain characters I kept the exact same, with the exact same hair. Like, Helen and Adam are two examples of characters that keep the exact same hairstyle in the next season. I just, may add little accessories.
Oh, so that's mirroring on purpose? Okay.
Like, for example, for Helen, I added a little butterfly charm in her hair. Like, and I made it like a little red butterfly. So, yeah. I may add a bit of accessories, but I keep some hair the same, but some hair changed. Like, I changed Trevor, Alana's, and Zach's hair for next season. So, yeah.
I mean, do any of those serve any, like, I've seen the script, why am I even asking that question? Anyway.
No. Kind of. Alana does.
And that's in the past
sense, but
Kitty?
Aphmau, sorry. Dante was little, and I wanted to make a good impression on him. Besides, it's in the past, and
he's so little.
I'd like to let it go.
I understand.
No.
Hey, Gene! How about a game of bingo?
Where did you get that playing card?
Give me back my bingo, you whippersnapper.
This is mine.
That belongs to room I-90.
What? Did someone say I-90?
What?
This is the way that you give your crew cameos in this. My goodness.
What?
Look, this is mine. I bought it.
You young kids these days and your memes and your dabbing.
That's the quote that I think is probably the best in this season.
Wait, can I dab? Wait, I don't think I have the ability to dab right now. Okay. You know what? No, this hand can be kind of straight.
No,
there.
Yeah, it's
literally straight. It's literally straight. Joke's on you. I can't even bend it if I wanted to. Yay!
Well, just dab in the opposite direction then. Use that one as the straight arm and lean into the other one. See, there you go. There you go, right there.
I'm dabbing. On stream, guys. Every like is a free dab. Anyway, wait. I mean, yes. No.
They're all going to dislike the video now.
And every dislike is extra 20 dabs, so dislike it at your own peril.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's the way to do it.
I'll show you. I'll kick your butt.
You got on this particular episode. Oh, we've got 0 and 0. Okay, that's no dabs either way.
I'll show you. Nah.
Shouldn't you, go and help Dante?
Wait a minute. Wait.
Almost there.
Go back. Go back, Jacob.
He's my innocent little bro. At least I see him like that.
Jacob.
At least when he's not dealing with relationships.
What was that you were saying?
Go back.
Okay, alright, I'm going
back. Go back, do a few shots.
Right, okay.
Go back one more shot. 10 more seconds.
Oh god, the green pants. Even I
go back 10 more seconds. Not like that. 10 more. That hair. 10 seconds forward. 10 seconds forward.
Right. One here.
Boy! She used Lawrence as a background character! Don't go, that's not Lawrence. That is Lawrence. I remember his hair pattern. That is most certainly Lawrence.
Wow, you remember the hair from so much detail that you see it from the
back.
Yes,
that is definitely Lawrence's hair. Why is Lawrence? Why?
Are you sure they haven't just recycled the pattern in order to make an extra?
No, I'm pretty sure that's Lawrence. Switch angles in this scene. I need to see it. I need a good angle of this character.
I don't know if he switches angles. Let's just check back from here.
Go through this whole scene. Like, is there any shot of Lawrence?
Shouldn't you,
random
go and help
background
Dante?
character?
Something
tells me
he'll be fine.
There's no reason to
Oh
do
my
it in that perspective.
I'm just saying, throughout this... Jacob, I'm saying in the
He's
whole
my innocent
scene,
little
do they
bro.
change angles so we
At
can see that
least
character?
I see him like that.
Oh my gosh, that's what I was saying. I wasn't saying play out that scene, that shot, because Aphmau still isn't that good at changing shots in the season. I mean, she gotten better, but again, critiquing it, she doesn't change shots too often. Like, shots stay stagnant on certain characters rather than changing every few lines. It's kind of like with Gotcha, how sometimes people do close-ups and just zooming in the shot and just keeping it like that. I mean, that's not my favorite way of doing it. I know Monet does it occasionally. It's just, I personally prefer they constantly change the camera angle, every few lines.
I mean, I've kind of stopped doing as many shot changes as I used to, because part of the reason I did so many before was because I was working with lots of separated portions, and it would actually it's actually easier to combine them together and edit them individually into close-ups with each other. Because otherwise, actually, what I tend to do now is a lot more camera tracking. I feel like it's actually a little bit smoother. I don't know what people prefer, but again, no one's really commented on that yet.
I mean, I sometimes do tracking, but since I don't normally export my scene and then re-enter it and do the camera shots, because I do the camera shots while editing it. So that's why it's easier for me to do it like that, because I don't like to export it and then re-put it in. Unless a very few cases actually do that. Like I did that, I had to export it then re-enter it for the gate with the last scene between Luna and Lilith and Jason, and the whole revealing of the truth to Trevor and that whole thing. That's one of the few cases I did. But yeah, normally I don't work with green screen elements though in my scenes, so I just zoom in naturally.
Well, yeah, fair enough. I mean, the some good thing is, I mean, again, if all the green screen stuff will be worked in, so again, I do motion tracking, panning, and sometimes we'll zoom in, zoom out. That's usually how I'll change it now. So, but that's just a different style change. It's a style. I don't know.
Oh, why? And Rosie Closey's eyelids aren't a style? That's what I...
They're a style, but they're an awful style that freaks me out.
No, it's a good style. Listen, I get it. You have eyeless phobia.
At least when he's not dealing with relationships. He's always been horrible at those.
Oh yeah, and you're much better.
I'm glad to know you at least care about your little brother, Gene. Even back in high school.
He's my family.
Well, I'm still proud of you.
Thanks, darling.
Darling?
Back then, where did that come from? I could just imagine Kagi in the recording booth, yelling to himself, what is this line? I've been watching a lot of Kagi films' actual reaction videos, so he's very much on my mind right now. In fact, I watched one of his before I set up while I was setting up the stream.
Nice. Sorry, I was going to say potato. Nothing.
Seriously?
Anime.
I'd be happy to spend more time with you, Aphmau. And you too, Aaron. I guess.
Gee, thanks.
Well, okay, so maybe but for some reason doesn't seem to be too into talking to Aaron. Okay.
Well, to be fair, I'm sure it doesn't really connect to Aaron.
Wanna go try out the dessert bar? They got new desserts today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't do that you. They might not have cleaned up the vomit from the previous scene yet.
F! What's he up to?
Zane?
Something about the way he's acting throws me off.
Ah.
He better not be trying to be Af's best friend. That's
foreshadowing!
My
position. I honestly think he's changed. Maybe he's just socially awkward. I don't...
Epic foreshadowing.
Oh yeah, no, this part is definitely foreshadowing.
don't mind if he's actually a good person, but that's not why I'm upset. I want to talk to Aphmau alone, and I can't seem to
OMG,
find a
chill.
moment.
Ah!
Oh, I think I got away from that old man.
Okay.
Listen, he's so all...
He hasn't really moved that much from where he started.
Yes.
By the way, if I'm like jumping forward too much, like if my reaction seems like out of sync from the actual video, it's because I'm pretty sure that I'm getting the audio from here like way faster than it is coming through on Restream.
Yes.
Almost there.
I meant Angel. Yes, I know.
Oh,
I just
turn
like
around,
screaming.
Be careful with that hammer.
Oh, I knew that. Anyway, I'm sorry, Aaron. I was trying to get Jean away from you guys, but that didn't work.
I just need a moment
Lawrence!
alone with
I still see
her. I
Lawrence in
want
the
it to be
background.
special.
Stop it!
Lawrence, they're not going to turn him around if it is him, and even if it isn't him, still they're probably not going to turn around because there's no reason to point the camera there.
It's Lawrence. Why would
The
they
fireworks
use
are going
Lawrence?
off tonight.
Is
See?
someone planning
That is
something
definitely Lawrence
special?
there.
A proposal, perhaps?
Where did you come from?
You're never going to learn.
Not to worry. I can help you pick the perfect spot for your proposal.
It's not a proposal. I just want to ask my girlfriend to move in with me.
It's still a proposal. Or
Yeah,
at least
proposal
one
of
step
sorts.
closer to it.
Now I have to wait until I get up.
Easter. It's not an Easter egg to have Lawrence in the background because it makes no sense for the story. Anyways.
I really wait. Is someone saying it was an Easter egg?
No,
Oh,
someone
right.
just said
Dynamite. It just appeared on my phone.
Yeah, it's not an Easter egg. Just don't include it. Does the guy has a dark Lucinda's dark? Does Guy have Lucinda's dark magic? No, he just likes magic for some reason. You know.
Well, I mean, Lucinda. Yeah. A, she does witchcraft and magics are apparently two separate things in this universe. But also, teleportation isn't necessarily a dark spell. It's just going from one place to the other. Sometimes it can be.
Yeah, but to be fair, we have seen Lucinda teleport, but I don't think it's meant to be magic. I think it's meant to be more of a gag of his character.
Well, it is when she ends up seeing someone in the shower. So yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
it could be Lawrence's unknown twin brother. Yes. Honestly, that is a very cliche plot line. Oh, by the way, I have a secret. No, it's definitely Lawrence's model they turned around and put in a black shirt. I know how Aphmau works. She has very limited background characters. She just reuses them. I literally saw Nicole in the background of the IKEA in season 3 for crying out loud. So don't go, she would never reuse a popular character in a background. No, she would. She would.
To be perfectly honest, that could have been the actual Nicole in the background, because why not?
Yeah, no, that was the actual Nicole, and I'm pretty sure this is the actual Lawrence. They just make sense of the story.
That it's not just using the model. I mean that like Nicole was there on that day in universe. That's what
maybe
like, she could have
maybe, but I definitely think it was more of because
actually that reminds me of somebody who had some other people in a mall during running with you playing a few card games that definitely were there in universe as far as background characters go.
Listen, to be fair, they were from another show, and that was an Easter egg for another show. And
and then Pete was in the intro as well.
Pete was in episode 1 and episode 5. He was in those episodes. Okay. And Morena visually appeared in episode 4 and 5. He
was background to be again. If Lawrence was a background character for days, that makes sense because he was at high school.
I'm just saying it makes no sense in this context because he isn't supposed to be on the ship. So
Nicole, yes, Lawrence in Phoenix Drop High, yes. Lawrence there, no. So I guess that's why they don't turn him if it is him. I don't know. Aphmau's producers relates to kind of randoms because he was like, well, that's the general gist. What we're trying to say, basically.
I
Like,
mean,
anything
yeah,
else,
but I also could.
Detail.
But also, the
But
thing
maybe
about
not.
using random skins is maybe they would feel bad about using random skins. Like, there's obviously like skins on skin decks which you could realistically use, but I don't know. Maybe they feel bad about doing it, so they're just make their own background characters and just keep reusing very similar ones. You know,
it's possible. Maybe that's why they don't do too much in Gacha, because there's so many characters now in Gacha Club that you can use as background characters. And it's like, oh no, but we can't do that. It's like, well, that's what they're there for. That's why that function exists. They've got some that.
Let me help you.
Same. I'll make sure no one interrupts. Me too!
Really? Thanks, guys.
I love it whenever Ket has a line after himself. Just like, I'll make sure no one interrupts. Me too!
No problem. Oh, Nate!
Yeah.
Go be a third wheel between Aphmau and that other fellow while these gentlemen
again, I
go
mentioned
set
this
up
in other
something
streams, but I never
romantic.
picked up that Nate
got
and
it,
Guy
babe.
were supposed to be dating. I never picked up on that because that was dense. To be fair, it isn't really
Nate's gets
obvious.
Wait, what's not really obvious? I missed that. What, speed dating?
The whole Nate and Guy thing. I don't know, like that. We don't actually see them doing anything romantic till later on, when it becomes kind of more obvious.
Well, no, because again, they feel like they're like more casual. Because I mean, different romances develop in different ways. You know, you can't use the same structure for all of them. In fact, I'm pretty sure we actually had a conversation about that too recently, in terms of why a certain.
Yeah, but that couple needed more focus. I don't care that we know that couple. We know a certain thing is yes, but we know. We know. So I need again. I'm trying to speak around this on stream, but I'm not good at it.
No, I know what you're saying. That's the thing. I get what you're trying to say. Yeah, you know, we know what the result is. At the same time, a bit more of them acting.
Not really. Like I mean, Aphmau could have had people interpret Guy and yeah. But just saying, but like people could interpret Guy and Nate as just really close friends. To be fair, you know, that could also be in
babe. He called him
yeah, but I'm dense.
And
but listen. Hey,
said
you're not in the world of TikTok.
Before, like referred to him as his boyfriend, I think.
Has he? I don't remember that.
I think so. If not, there was if not as his date. You know,
really? I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Listen, I'm obvious. I'm obvious, boy. When I ship two characters, it's obvious. And when they're in a relationship, I have them constantly flirt. Yeah, I mean, Jacob's seen my writing. He knows where I deal with certain characters.
Yeah. In fact, you know what? Actually, not only have I seen the constant flirting, I've actually mostly written the constant flirting.
Oh, yeah. There are some spicy lines occasionally. We actually do a spicy line. I remember the one where I made a joke about bondage in an episode. That was fun. Jeez.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know if MD Penguin actually watched my videos, but yeah, my chips are good.
I like desserts.
Haha. Oh yeah, I like desserts. Yeah, Nate, how do you eat a bunch of desserts with that bod though? I know you're Minecrafted.
All right, I'm bracing myself for this. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Waiting for the fireworks?
Yep.
You wanna talk?
That depends. Do you want to talk?
Wait. I need to add one point before we get underway with this conversation.
You all summer. Heck, even before that.
Jacob.
I've never really been good to you.
The way you were pushing me around never helped. I could understand while I was being a creep to you why you did it then.
Jacob.
I overstepped your boundaries, but now it's different.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah. So just wanted to say, I am disappointed that the boat only got 3 episodes. Like, I don't know if they built it from scratch or downloaded a map, But come on, I mean 2 episodes. Like it should have had at least 3 or 4 episodes because you built all these sets, all this time on these for only 2 episodes where you used a handful of sets for each scene.
That's why the crew exists. Like I mean, yes, they might recycle a few character models here and there, but in terms of set building, there was even one time when Jason actually gave Jess a day off and like recorded a video where he showed them the set of Phoenix Drop High. And yeah, they were down to the food on the plate. There was a lot of detail that was just like everywhere pretty much.
But again, I'm just saying, as far as resource management goes, personally, I would have elongated more episodes for the boat to be a setting, at least 2 or 3 more, and just have casual boat adventures, or maybe skip the Dante arc this season and just have them be on the boat and have them be on the boat a lot earlier. You know, maybe that could have been a thing.
Maybe, but then again, a boat as a setting can also be restricting at times.
We're writing a mini movie on a boat. What do you mean?
Yes, a mini movie, not an entire show. Like,
but to be fair, that's probably gonna be like an 1.5 hour long mini movie. So you know.
Don't get me wrong. I've watched a bit of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody in Spanish, but I don't think I think there's too much necessarily that you can do within the confines of MyStreet in particular that would actually warrant being on the boat for longer than that.
I don't know. I feel like they could have added an episode or 2 where it's just casual boat adventures or slice of life adventures on a boat. You know, at least got you more use out of the set.
I mean, in universe, it actually that they have they've had who's be the last thing because because
all right,
because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like a middle thing. Okay, yeah, see you later. But yeah, so that was like a middle thing. But when we're actually here, I mean, that's something that's something else. Like the finale of it, I don't know. And again, this is coming from the person who made the school play the finale of the series instead of it being in the middle as a variation. But again, in universe, logically, they would have definitely wanted to go on the cruise sometime earlier and not just have it be the thing that takes them on the journey home, because that wasn't even an option that was considered.
Yeah.
I don't always appreciate being treated like that, especially with someone who is my potential girlfriend.
Travis, looking back on our relationship, I realized I never told you anything about me. I mean, I know we've hung out, but I just realized you have no idea why I act the way I do.
Oh no, here we go. Hello, Katie.
Until you actually explain yourself, there's only some people that will indulge you. I mean, there's the Aarons and Aphmaus of the world are great, but sometimes what you need in life is a Travis.
And to be honest,
you don't know anything about me.
Well, you see, we all know that Travis is on Demon Warlock. And his dad's evil, possessed by evil entity. His dad's actually really nice. All right. He used to have gray eyes. Apparently, that's been established. Oh, what else?
He's fluent in 7 different languages, Cuban language of love. He volunteers at local puppy hospital every Sunday, and he also was captain of the swim team and had a bunch of fangirls and was Romeo in every time that he got cast as Romeo and Juliet. All of the things he just mentioned in the first episode he got introduced in. So he's talked about himself, certainly. Both before and after.
And it was my fault. I got so excited when you got to the island. I had so many emotions.
You got so excited you punched him off the rail!
I wanted to be open to the idea of being with you, but...
I tried to kill you.
Yeah, that's what I do when I'm happy to see someone. Like when I see any of my online friends in real life, I'm gonna try to kill them. As soon as I see them, I'm just gonna be like, "You're gonna die now," because I don't know how to react at that point. Because that's a healthy mentality.
So about that convention idea we had where we all meet up, you might want to change it. Yeah, I know.
I don't know. Oof, Caitlin, jeez.
It's obvious I didn't respect you enough. I'd like to change that.
Respect your man.
Well, it's too late for this summer now, at least.
Then, would you be open to being my friend for now? Then maybe we can see if we can be a thing.
About this exchange at the time, and I was like, oh, come on, you two should date and be able to work things out, whatever. The rational part of my brain actually says, yeah, fair enough. But be friends for now and then work out your problems.
Yeah, but my problem with this personally is that that Caitlyn uses the Aphmau and Aaron dynamic as a relationship done right. Like, no, that was done like the build up. Like, they've been friends for 10 years. No normal person's likes someone for 10 years and then is friends with them and then dates them. That's not normal. That's not healthy. That's not something you should be doing. Stop it!
Remind people that on this very stream, Aiden said that Aphmau were his favorite ship, so you can imagine.
Yeah, it annoys me. Don't wait 10 years! 10 years! Over 10 years! Like, that's not healthy! Yes, I too liked someone for 10 years. I didn't date them, but we are friends and really close for a long time. But don't worry, we dated eventually.
I thought you were actually confessing that this was like an anecdote from your life. It's like, oh, I like someone 10 years. Like, oh, gossip.
Yeah, I just personally annoys me. It's not even like one was hiding feelings for the other, because they both kind of vaguely knew at one point that they liked each other. They confessed to each other multiple times. So,
well, Ken was absolutely trying to hide their feelings. Remember, because she was the tsundere figure, so she definitely hid feelings at the start.
Yeah, I don't know. I just get annoyed how Aphmau and Aaron are the model relationship. Again, they waited 10 years, and I get waiting a year or two, 3 or 4. That makes sense from a logical standpoint. Mm-hmm. If you can't be together at a certain point, or you need to work on yourself during that time, but to be 10 years is pushing it.
Yeah, the Ultimate Secret came in later and made an extra reason, but yeah, before that it was just like, well, guess not then.
Yeah, but the Ultimate Secret wasn't even a plot point this time, so honestly, I don't really take that into the equation.
Neither did they in this situation because they don't know about that yet.
Yeah, it personally just annoys me that they're the model relationship in all of MyStreet. Like, they were very flawed of getting together. Like, I mean, I get having a prequel showing how they met, but honestly, if Aphmau wanted to have a slow build up, I don't know. I don't like the fact that it took them 10 years. Like, a few years, that makes sense, but 10 is pushing it, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, because definitely. Then it becomes the point where it's like, if you're not going to get together, you should both move on, date different people, and go your own way instead of focusing on each other for 10 years.
I think the way that Aphmau and Aaron are the model relationship actually would be in the sense of after they got together, like as a couple themselves, what they are right now. They actually. I mean, yes, they're still a little bit nervous around each other and whatever. They're still kind of, in the honeymoon phase, especially now they went on a vacation together for crying out loud. But they still have a healthy amount of banter. They have great communication. For now, we'll get to that in season 3. And they actually like can acknowledge each other's flaws, but still see themselves in the best light that they possibly can. And they help each other through the struggles and everything, all the stuff that you want to do in relationships. So in many regards, they are a mature version of relationship. Like in Minecraft Diaries, it was sort of the same, but again, not for very long. That the idea was there in terms of Aphmau and Aaron getting together with much more of like less of a schoolboy-esque crush kind of feel to it as compared to Gareth and Lawrence. But of course, that never got developed because, well, we all know what happened to Aaron. So I guess that got translated here and was again properly explored and developed. Why Aphmau and Aaron in together? Yeah, I mean, I think because Aaron said, technically again, but that was added at a later date. Like, I don't even know if Aaron's dad was factored into the story at this point. Maybe Aaron's parents being like business people. Yeah, but like the whole Ultimate Secret, the whole werewolf twist,
all those plot points weren't factored in at this point in time. So
no.
Using that as anything, in my opinion, anything past season 2, anything past this episode, or well, actually, wait, I would argue season 3, Phoenix Star High season 1 and to MyStreet season 3 is what I would consider the relationship we're going based on knowledge-wise, because, I'm sure that had it all planned out, but it just is, I don't know, it's hard to describe what I'm going for, but I'm just saying,
because
in general, if you're going to count continuity, up to season 3 is when it could be counted,
I mean, well, remember what they say, if it's not mentioned, it's not canon.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying with this. Like, it just kind of personally annoys me. Again, it takes 10 years for them to get together. I think it would have been fine if it was.
Your conclusion of that you're more interested in. And again, MyStreet is very much the ever after story from season 2 onwards. So the fact that they actually get the chance to explore the relationship, and also the other characters still get their protagonism in different forms to different degrees across the series, I think is one of the best features of the show. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said after this conversation, which is again why I've been talking about how I loathe this arc. We're about to get to that and mention about the building of the ship thing I put a pin in earlier. If my thing will
My friend.
Looking at Aaron and Aphmau, I realized that they've known each other for a long time. Very closely, and they're completely comfortable with each other.
Except for the blushing moments they have.
Yeah, but
that's only caused because they knew each other for a long time and they're new to a relationship.
Don't feel it with you.
I can tell. But maybe we can get there.
You don't want to be there! You don't want to be friends for 10 years and start dating!
I'd like that a lot.
You don't want
Hello, love,
You don't want that. No, that's unhealthy. It's seriously unhealthy.
I actually missed part of that because the audio was so terrible for me. I'm gonna rewind.
Yeah, but you've heard the conversation before. Basically, it's like, oh, let's be friends and I want that kind of connection. Like, no, you don't. You don't want that close of a connection pre-dating. I mean, maybe you do, or I don't know. It's just hard to describe.
They developed that connection pre-dating. That's what Caitlin's going on here. Aphmau and Aaron took things slow and then decided to go out.
Emphasis on the slow. I'm fine if people are taking relationships slow. Even I'm someone who, once I get into a relationship, will take it slow. But again,
you've made that point. You've made the point about the 10 years. What I'm saying is what Caitlin wants to do is take things slow, not that slow, but still slow enough in order to actually really get a sense for Travis as a person, like actually be able to open up to him, give him a chance, and then make an informed decision later. So it's actually much healthier than you think it is.
I don't know. I just feel like the finer details, like comparing it to Aphmau and Aaron, No, it just makes it worse, Like, I get what she's going for, but
they're not talking about the finer details right now, but this part isn't really about the finer details necessarily. It's more about the broadness of them as people and as a relationship going forward.
Fireworks show will begin shortly. Make sure you have a great seat for the show.
Only if we can talk about ourselves a bit.
Sure. So, why exactly do you have a hard time opening up to people?
Well, it has to do with...
Hold on, I just unmuted the thing and I was like, okay. Oh. That was a mistake. Because I need to talk about this.
Talk about ourselves a bit.
Sure. So, why exactly do you have a hard time opening up to people?
Well, it has to do with...
Caitlin!
Oh, great. Now I know how you feel, Aaron.
What do you...
Okay, again, like the audio, I need to make this point. Just needs to stop messing around.
Why exactly do you have a hard time opening up to people?
Well, it has to do with...
Caitlin!
I hear that perfectly, Jacob. Jacob,
Okay, well,
there you go.
wait,
I hear that
if you
perfectly.
hear- okay, if you hear it perfectly, it's probably fine on stream. Okay.
Helps a bit.
Sure. So, why exactly do you have a hard time opening up to people?
Well, it has to do with
Caitlin!
Oh, great.
It has to do with
Okay, there we
Caitlin,
go.
that's why. Yeah. It has to do with Caitlin.
That moment with Aaron, like, back when I first watched this, I was like, I saw it coming because obviously Aaron gets a full head start and we see him coming up to here. And of course, the punchline is pretty obvious that, he's doing the same thing to Caitlin and Travis that he did that people are doing to him in this episode. That would have made sense. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm fine with waiting. Because there's clearly more that's going to happen after this. Aaron wants to move in with Aphmau. They're going to discuss that later on. There's going to be more stuff going forward, and that's fine. By this point, Aphmau had hooked me as a YouTuber, and I was here for the long run. And I still am. However, the problem being that this conversation and this thing that is so integral to why these two did not work at the start, and something that's so deeply seeded into Caitlin's character, never gets addressed again.
Yeah, they don't even really bring up her. Like, wait, Caitlin never directly brings up her mom again, though.
Well, yeah, even if that's not the reason, it could be her mom because you got mentioned before. It could be something else. We don't know. That's
I'm
the
pretty
problem.
sure it's meant to be her mom.
I mean, yes, again, it's meant to be. And yeah, this is again another thing that I wanted to do a theory on back in the day, but there was just nothing. Like even
There was
like,
no.
I mean, Dark Rides, I tried to think of this idea like in 2017 before Elizabeth was even a thing, but still, it's just like anything would have worked there. Literally any payoff or something like that. Like even if it doesn't make any sense, we're kind of used to that at this point. Things not making sense in MyStreet. Like I would have taken any explanation whatsoever later on in any of the 4 seasons that came after this, especially the ones like season 5 and 6 that actually have Caitlin and Travis in the center focus once again. Like even season 3, if there's like an extract between them when they're talking about something, maybe they give them like tie it into the whole thing with Zane and Jean and how they're not getting on or something like that, and they remember about themselves and the island. I don't know. It could have been very easily worked in, but it's just one of those things that just gets dropped forever, and it's always like hanging on some sort of thread. I think that's why it took so long for these two to get together. They never got past this barrier between each other. They were still taking things slow. That's fair. And honestly, now looking back at what I was saying about Zane-chan, it kind of makes sense they got together sooner because of the whole, you're rushing into this kind of thing. But
Yeah, but again,
hand,
to be fair, I feel like Zane-chan especially needed a lot of work because like
that's the point.
A lot of season 2 and a lot of season 3 had Zane becoming a better person and more sociable, with his whole deal in season 3, and Kawaii-chan wanted to be more serious. And granted, she's very silly and bubbly and happy, but starting season 3, we got to see more serious elements of her character, and we got to expand upon it. Besides, funny cat Mifa girl who likes to ship things. We actually got decent characterization and development out of Kawaii, which we don't get out of other seasons. So it does kind of make. So I would argue that Zane-chan isn't necessarily rushed. It got a bunch of focus out of nowhere. But to be fair, season 4 was a very focused season where most of the cast was absent. So that also, it would have felt like a lot of characters got a lot of focus in season 5 out of nowhere because it's like they were missing for a practical whole season or most of the season in some of their cases. Like Sylvana disappeared until the end of season 4, with the whole thing. So, I do kind of get that, but I personally don't think it was as rushed as people saying. I just feel that people feel like it got a bunch of focus out of nowhere, even though it was built up decently,
Either way, the point that I was trying to make before that rant was the fact that it makes sense they kind of got together beforehand, because if they're trying to make the point that somebody can sort of rush into these kind of things, as a comparison to Caitlyn and Travis, Caitlyn even actually points this out to Kawaii-chan herself, then they're definitely handling it better. But the thing is, they held themselves back by never having this talk. That's what I was trying to tie in before. I wasn't trying to make a larger point about Zane-chan for the third time in this stream.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to make a minor point here. So I saw some people calling Aphmau Mary Sue. Just saying, I do not consider Aphmau as a character in Mary Sue.
Where did you see that?
Listen,
Where did
I
you
was
see
on,
that in this stream? I've talked about this in
not on
before.
stream.
Where do you see it here?
Not on stream, but I've seen some people like on TikTok mention, "Oh yeah, she's a Mary Sue." No, she isn't. Anyways.
Okay. Again, I've mentioned it before. Like every time there's like a huge like strength of character moment for Aphmau, I bring this up on stream. I was trying to make once again, I'm trying to make a point about Kanan and Travis, and it's just being bounced around now. Either way, people. I guess people get what I'm saying. Whatever. The point is that the moment has passed.
Yes.
What are you doing here?
Whatever.
Hey, Caitlyn, I wanted to talk to you about something. Something involving Aphmau.
Aphmau's pregnant?
Start soon. Do you wanna...
Celestia?
Your dog?
Yeah, she's my baby. What's wrong, girl?
Looks like she doesn't like me. Weird. Because I normally get along with dogs.
Huh? Wait, where's Aaron?
Aphmau!
Huh?
Follow me. No time to explain.
Yeah, Zane, where are you taking me?
I don't know, but you're walking ahead of him. He's not pushing you, so who knows? I know, again, limited assets. I'm kidding.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
Yeah?
Come on, big bro. Let's go watch the fireworks together.
But Aphmau.
Don't worry. She'll be fine.
Aphmau? You've been hanging out with her for ages. It's dark now. You know, move on to someone.
Yeah.
Zane, I don't see
I like
what's
this
so
scene a
important.
lot.
You. Huh?
I'll leave you two be.
Huh?
Oh,
the
man.
villain goes, well, not only does Zane's giggle or like feel extremely chisels out of MyStreet, but also we have the moment when Aphmau and Aaron are left alone, and again, once again, Aaron's asking us something, which happened in season 1, and then Zane is outside, you know, clearly expressing his approval going forward and having planned this already. So yeah, you didn't really Caitlyn and Travis, did you, Aaron? So we interrupted that scene for nothing.
Aaron? What's going on?
Aph, I've been wanting to ask you for a long time.
Aaron, wait!
How long exactly, Aaron? Because you haven't been dating for that long yet. How
long?
Is a long time?
It's been like an episode since this was your desire. It wasn't your desire this whole season or even part of the season. It was these two last two episodes.
It might have been. That's not what I'm saying. It might have been a desire. I'm saying how long does he mean? Because they've only been dating for a certain amount of time. So when he decide, oh yeah, let's move in now. Like, when did that? That's what I'm trying to think. I don't need to, like,
let's be honest. If Marwick and Moreno were adults and you know, they would have moved in with each other by the end of season 2. Let's be honest.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
They totally would have.
Honestly, there's a chance that a few of them would just like move into houses together or something, like in the whole roommate style of MyStreet, actually, considering the inspiration, probably. Oh, MD
Propose, Aaron.
It's still a proposal. I can see someone's thinking the right lines.
We've just started dating and I'm not ready for a wedding proposal!
No. I mean, I'd like to someday with you, but yeah, but
With mine too much? I mean, to be fair, that was kind of thing would be on someone's mind. Why not?
Aphmau, I was wondering, when we get back home, would you be interested in moving in with me?
Like, coming to hang out? I mean...
Aphmau!
Like, coming to hang out. That's why he said to move in, you muppets.
Listen, I may be dense, but even if someone asked me that, I wouldn't be that dense.
That would be like if if I love last season, Aphmau was like, your girlfriend? You mean a girl that's your friend? I'm 25 years old. I don't know what that means. Again, there's limits to how goofy the characters are supposed to be and how dumb they're supposed to be, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I mean, Aphmau be dumb, but
I already.
No, not like that. I mean, like, hang
You guys already hang out. Exactly.
out. Always.
You mean move in with you?
That's what he said! You mean move in with you? Yes, that's why he said, would you move in with me?
Of course, makes sense.
Oh, hi, Blue. Yes, this is very interesting. You're,
We had lots of cool
take my
rants
stuff
this
to your
series.
house?
Our house. Or we could move into a new one.
Two things about that. The outhouse line is amazing. I like the way that just kind of like cements the idea, and Aaron's gaining confidence once again for the second time in this season. Honestly, Aphmau should have proposed to him. He's doing all the work, for crying out loud. He's done this twice already. I'm kidding. Either way, point is, like, again, the cinematography in this instance, you have the panning shot downwards in the skyline. This is the kind of thing you can only do with voice acting. Like, imagine this kind of thing in a gacha series. Well, actually, yeah, one thing you could do is like narrator function or whatever. Maybe I'll do that in French Academy someday. But point is that it's just like, again, if you, in terms of the cinematography and like not changing shots, it definitely adds a lot to see the fireworks starting and just the build up to everything. There's a lot that's coming in here. First, Aphmau's bad at math and he doesn't understand this. I mean, the Aphmau's bad at math thing was, that was a thing from real life. That's I remember all these basics. That was a disaster.
I want to be with you.
Aaron, I'd love to. But Caitlin, Kawaii-chan,
That's why she did meant to talk to Caitlin. That's fair.
We'll be fine, Aphmau.
Huh?
You don't have to worry about me and Kawaii-chan. We're big girls.
Wait, how are they supposed to afford the house?
Happy.
Wait, side note.
That.
Yeah, the neighborhood got blown up. We all know that, but they didn't know that at first. And remember how it was stated in MyStreet Season 1 that Aphmau was paying most of the rent? Okay. Hopefully they made enough money to be able to pay. Maybe things changed economically, but still...
Well, things could have changed going forward. I mean, if say, for example, the Kawaii Treat Maid Suite Cafe was still a thing that happens because Kawaii-chan would still be going to the same place of work in the first place, so therefore she would still get fired from it, then things would change somewhere down the line. However...
but that would mean Caitlin was the only one paying rent at that point, and that would be horrible if they were living at their old house.
No, that wouldn't have been the case because Kawaii-chan was still working there until sometime later. My point is that I forgot my point is actually, but yeah, no, there's still be both paying rent. But what they could do actually is do what Dante suggested as a solution all that time season 1 ago, another roommate. I mean, Vlad was already somewhat there sometimes. I'm sure there's somebody else that would want to move in. That could
Nicole.
I mean, maybe no, not Nicole, because we've already talked about the reasons why Ken and Nicole don't move in together. Same thing with
Nicole. Caitlin could ask her dad for money for rent. Maybe, but I don't think she'd be the kind of person to do that to her dad. I mean, she could, but I don't think she.
Yeah, and that would only be able to like be for so long. I mean, if anything, I'd say the logical person would have almost been Jean, but Kawaii-chan would never let anyone disturbing the ship be allowed into her own house, so definitely not. The other person actually could have maybe she could have like reached out to Tioni or something if he really wanted to go that angle. If you really wanted to.
Hey, but wait, honestly, I gotta go. Maybe my gosh, Ghost could do. Ghostface back
out for a new roommate or something, and then that's when that's when they meet a new character or something like that.
I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't want Aphmau to introduce a new character. I would rather she repurpose older characters in that case.
I think we're very aware of your inclinations towards.
Look, I'm all
constantly.
for new characters. Obviously, if you see my shows, I include new characters constantly in each season. But like at the same time, I don't normally throw away characters, and I don't know. I just feel it's kind of weird to throw away characters that could serve the same plot reason and that be familiar to, you know? Unless you have a specific storyline in mind, like if you wanted them to have like some relationship drama or a new romantic pairing, that
Or
makes
get
sense.
possessed by a ghost.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, relationship drama is actually something interesting, because what could have happened actually is that the new roommate might have been Damien's actual introduction versus him in the maid cafe, and then actually, if Damien and Kawaii-chan still got together, but yet also lived in the house and were constantly making out in front of Caitlyn, that could have reignited the feud between the pair of them and add some friendship drama to the mix of them being in the same house. So yeah, again, another good way to recycle to add some new friendship drama in there. Break down the relationships a bit and test into the limits, the way that I like to do.
Jacob, shush.
Caitlyn. But what about Kawaii-chan? Will she be okay with this?
Question, Aphmau.
Gotta be kidding me, right? This is her.
My ship!
My ship!
Nice joke.
That took me several viewings before I got the joke for some reason. I don't know why.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why. I think it was because I thought the guy was also shipping them or something.
No!
I know now. Like again, I don't understand what that was.
Yeah, see, I'm not the only dense one here.
Yeah, but unlike you, I deduced it by myself.
No, I
Guess
deduced
we'll
it
just
eventually.
get a new roommate.
Took me
We're
a few
still gonna be
seasons,
close to you. After all, I'm still keeping my eye on you, Aaron.
I'd expect nothing less.
Okay, you guys, give them.
What? And Garth just walks in the scene. You haven't been relevant since the first scene, but cool. I mean,
well, they're friends, and he wanted to like support them. You know?
Yeah.
Some alone time. Aphmau still needs to give her answer.
Also, wait, let me give a hot take real quick.
Aaron.
I feel, pause it.
I'd love to move in with you.
Really?
Yes. Really.
You don't have to say it if you're not ready.
But I am.
I leave my drink, but imagine that I'm doing it now. There's only one per stream.
All right.
No.
I want to just give a minor side note here. I don't like how they glossed over Gareth not liking Aphmau anymore. Like, it was hinted at in the first episode of the season, but that plot point felt like it got glossed over way too fast. And it was mentioned briefly. It took them a while. But I don't know.
What is there to really do about that? I mean, you can have him. I mean, in Minecraft Diaries, one thing that really got annoying to me actually was the way that Gareth and Lawrence still, they were still pining and suffering over Aphmau and never actually managed to move on even after she made her choice and everything. Especially
but that's after. I don't know. I just kind of wish we got a bit more of that shown off and that more development for Gareth, where maybe we see him look sad every once in a while, or have him reflect on his past, how he pined, and maybe have some regret. Like maybe he could have been dating other people or something like that. I don't know. I just feel like there could have been something more interesting done with it rather than just being like, oh yeah, now he's over her.
I think that might have been the idea. I mean, he might not be over her internally, but he's going to present that way because they're friends. But I think the whole idea of like dating other people, like him and Lawrence actually, I think that was sort of what was originally the plan with like season 3.5 with Kim's introduction. I guess I say reintroduction because he was being up high after that. But yeah, of course, because Kim and Lawrence never shared any proper scenes together, developing that relationship, it just never happened, and Garth became a platonic friend to her, so that just ended up falling on its face.
I do remember people shipping Kim and Garth, and I kind of did to a certain degree.
Again, it would have made sense because they were very much I would see why people would say that, because they were kind of like they were kind of like very possessive of each other, almost like always like protective of each other, like he's always there for her, that kind of thing. I mean, I could see that, the way that Gareth was going about it was definitely not a romantic way. at least for me
Mm.
anyway, having, this is the person who has had plenty of female best friends in the past, and also would go on to write for Rainer and Julius. So again, you can see where my position stands about that. But yeah, either way. Also, in regards to Lawrence and Kim, actually, again, that's why sharing scenes is still important, even when you're doing a casual relationship. Otherwise, you have no foundations. So yeah. Oh wait, when Monet said, "Oh, good, Aiden," I forgot what was the "Oh, good, Aiden" for.
Yeah, I don't know what that was for. All right, but I like yeah. Also, side note, I don't get why people ship Lucinda and Kim.
Oh, well, guess what? Aiden, your moment has finally come. There's finally a movement for people to start simping for you. It's happening. Congratulations. What you've always been waiting for.
I've been waiting for ages. Garmau and Larmau are gonna be real mad. Not really, no. They seem pretty accepting of it. If you're the kind
of again, I wasn't, but even though I was around at this time, again, like the whole Garmau Larmau thing has sort of died off after the season started, and also I don't think there were too many issues in the comments. However, I can check that right now, actually. Let's see before we finish. You've got this as Minecraft. The fact that it's Minecraft is why partly why I love it so much. Am I the only one who realized Gene's voice echoing says something tells me it'll be fine? No, because the whole thing's been echoing for me this whole stream. Anyone else, friends like Kaden and Zane, everyone else has the unannoying, caring boyfriend like Aaron. Yeah, again, there's actual, goals has been used, but yeah, actual goals. Why not? I just crying out of happiness, and I rarely ever cry. Fair enough. I guess people don't seem to really care too much. Before.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, you also have to take into account that these comments were literally made a year ago. Like they were all posted a year ago, and the whole Garmau and Larmau thing wasn't relevant since 2016, 2015. Yeah, like post that point, like 2017 onwards, it's just Aphmau became the main ship with Aphmau in any universe, really.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Either way, like, okay, so the closest, like, the oldest comment I've seen so far is Lancelot 6008, which, again, representing what I thought. Yeah, it's interesting, actually. But you know what? Even if we can't find comments from the olden days, you know what this actually proves? There are some people still discovering MyStreet and still reacting to it, that kind of thing. They're still commenting, still engaging with it, which means that MyStreet continues to be relevant, which means there's a chance.
I mean, yeah, but Aphmau also in her newer video keeps bringing up MyStreet by using skins similar to MyStreet by having like similar outfits. Like,
yeah, but you wouldn't know that if you're a new fan. You wouldn't know that they're similar unless you realize what they're coming from. So it has to be the actual show.
Even Aphmau hasn't let go of MyStreet. It's so weird. Like, Aphmau's, for all intents and purposes, have moved on from MyStreet, but at the same time can't let it go.
Yeah.
She can't let it go, but she's trying to move on practically. It's so confusing.
Okay,
I don't get it.
Remember the way that Aphmau operates. Aphmau always operates in the sense of, like, reusing the same characters over and over again. It's the same thing with Lady Mania, actually. Because I asked Mania about this one time, and she said that it was just something that she enjoyed. It's the method that she enjoyed working with, having the same people roughly with the same personalities, but just putting them through different scenarios, pretty much. Kind of in a way, like What If, actually. You know, it could very much. I can see the connection almost because it's just the same people, different situations. However, but yeah, well, the thing with Aphmau again, because these characters were still reutilized even back then. So it's just that they've gone from Diaries to MyStreet to not in Minor Demons to Royal Tale, Mermaid Tales, all of those different spin-offs, and then finally they found their footing in the server in one way or another. So I think that's pretty much just always the thing. And then bonus saying,
although honestly,
let it shrivel up and.
Although honestly, one thing I want to do eventually is maybe I'll do it in Gacha or Minecraft, but I want to do a AU version of Fallen Angels. This has nothing to do with the Mutant Girl verse. Just use the characters in a certain scenario. Like I thought of a high school scenario for Fallen Angel characters. Weird AU versions of them, not the main versions, just altered versions in a high school. I think that. Okay. Because it'll be fun.
Why don't you just do why didn't, when you were writing for Cherub Story, why don't you just have it be a prequel? You know, that would have made sense.
Not really, because again, the idea of a high school thing, like for example, the main bully would be Kurt. You know, I would like reassign roles and stuff. A teacher would be Thanatos. Another teacher would be Thanatos would be the principal. A teacher would be Castiel. Maybe one would be Ralph, one would be Abraxas, you know, teacher-wise. There may be a few bullies, like maybe Key is like an old friend of Zach's. Or no, wait, maybe Zach is in line with the bullies. Like breaking away from the bully scenario with Key and some other antagonists from Fallen Angels. And then you have like a liar kind of girl and like Lilith and like Helen Mort's like that loner girl who's convinced by the bully gang to talk to and befriend Helen just to try to humiliate Alana.
This is kind of like the Mutant Girl medieval AU that you were talking about.
Again, the idea of it basically being a weird AU of inverting the story and making it in a completely different setting with slightly altered roles and stuff and slightly altered perspectives. And I think it would be kind of fun to do. Oh yeah, he would be a school chef. Yes!
I am trusting with that position, weirdly enough.
No, he would always just be high and yeah.
All right, kids, gather around for some human food.
I just think it'd be so fun to do that.
I don't know. Well, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, let's pretty sure we've been blue balling people because this is like the line that everyone remembers from this season.
You don't have to say it if you're not ready.
But I am.
Yes.
I love you!
Up. Using her senpai vision right now. Vision, that's from fanfiction. Anyway.
Who is... Oh! Lawrence, hey, buddy! Yeah, we're almost home. How about you?
I forgot that they had Forget Her as the music for right here.
Okay then. We'll be waiting for you whenever you get back. Take your time. Yeah, a lot of things happened. I'll tell you about them when you get back home.
Exact same speech that he gave Lawrence when he came back from Starlight. Lawrence, a lot of things happened.
Yes.
You know what, guys? Despite all the crazy things that happened, this has been the best vacation ever.
Hey, you! I'm still gonna...
It sure is and continues to be for you lots.
Kick your butt!
Just saying, that wasn't the best vacation ever. Clearly season 5 was the best vacation ever. Actually, maybe. I don't know. Unless we're counting season 6 and the Starlight vacation, then it's the worst.
For Dragon Ball, anyone?
Alright. I mean, I know they went to Starlight and instantly regretted it, right? We all established that. But if we count season 5 on its own, then season 5 was the best vacation ever for them. You know, but you know, But if we count in
I
season
don't
6,
know.
then yes, season 2 is the best vacation ever.
Well, season 5
Because,
still
you know,
had
no one
Aaron
died.
end up- well, yeah, season 5 still ended up with Aaron almost killing someone. So there's that too. And
Yeah.
also a lot of the baggage that they
That
had
is
to
all.
go through.
Yeah.
And
I
trying to
bet
find
Lawrence
Robin.
is gonna. Oh yeah, no, he's gonna be like, Gareth, when did you become a furry? I'm kidding. Obvious
Oh
jokes,
yeah, that'll
obvious.
be an interesting question with those two.
Yeah, because Gareth was never taught how to hide his ears. Like that never actually happened to Gareth, so he doesn't know how to do it.
I mean, well, Aaron did say he was gonna change
Turn him back, but Aaron
afterwards.
can't exactly do that anymore because he, doesn't remember anything.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Also, we don't even know if he has the ultimate
Derek
power anymore. We don't know what
Oh, I know
happened
he's
to
dead.
his soul after he used all that energy. Like, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I still very much of the opinion that the ultimate curse is actually just a genetic trait, just based on how it works, pretty much.
Yeah. I
But,
don't know about this. In some Aphmau Gotcha videos, they make Zane wear glasses. Did they?
I think
Was that a
Aphmau
thing?
herself has worn glasses in some of her Gacha videos. I mean, honestly, I should do a series where they just watch back some of Aphmau's Gacha videos, not like a 5 years later thing. Maybe just do some in bulk one day or something.
Maybe.
like that.
Wait. When's our next stream actually?
Oh, when's my next stream? Oh, well, actually, that's in 5 days, so on the 8th.
Maybe in between that we could do a stream where we watch over some of Aphmau's old Gotcha parodies.
Yeah, fair enough. Because actually, I'm sure I've talked about it before, but that's one of my main. That was the thing that made me realize that it was even possible to do voice acting to such a degree across Gacha. I mean, there's one video that Aphmau reacted to that had somebody doing voiceover and basically doing what Ghost Kitty does nowadays, actually, in terms of voicing all the characters themselves, and basically just reading the captions off the screen. So yeah, that's but no, what Aphmau did was much more what I was intending for the Music Girl the entire time, to sort of replicate the idea.
To be fair,
animated
Aphmau's older videos were parodies. I feel kind of sad that she never actually made a full-on Gotcha series, actually putting.
I know.
Actually, rather than parodying certain
honestly,
genres in Gotcha, I kind of wish she actually made a Gotcha series.
Yeah, she honestly very easily could have become the most successful Gacha tuber of all time.
Yeah,
immediately.
she could have outclassed Rosie Closey before Rosie Closey really got popular off the Music Freaks and all that.
Rosie Closey did not. Yeah, Rosie Closey did not exist at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
the channel was made in
also,
April 2019.
Also, Ghost Kitty, go for it. Honestly, have your characters react to all the episodes. Yeah, I think that's actually really cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say you still got the Mutant Girl ones to do.
Go for it.
Yeah,
and the Mutant Girl, and feel free to watch. And there's also Running with You and other Gotcha series. Any of our Gotcha series are free to watch and react to with your Gotcha characters.
Oh yeah,
in my
absolutely.
opinion.
I mean,
any of them.
I mean, consider
Puppy Love. What else do we have out right now? Alpha Academy.
The Vampiric War.
Oh yeah, the Vampiric War. I have one episode out of that.
Well, Alpha Academy is a bit difficult to react to with Gacha characters because you have to be able to read the captions of it. But yeah, so yeah, but just for anyone who wants to do that, think about it this way: we react and we mock and we deconstruct everything that's from whatever we're presented in front of on screen. We will either tear it to shreds, praise it, or just completely rage at it. So the fact that we're willing to do that to other people, of course we're fine with people doing it to us,
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, but at your own will. But as far as our reactions will go, we will see you all in the bigger move, actually. Because we've got those preparations for the rest of September. So we'll see you all on...
Yay, Fallen Angels will be next.
And I guess Fallen Angels will be next. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
See you all. Same time, same place, 5 years later. Until then, please either like or dislike because your opinion matters, and subscribe to both of us if you've not done so already. If you're watching on the Butter Bunch, just subscribe to that channel. If you're watching on this channel, that note, till next time, farewell.